Hey, you guys. I had to throw this quick spread because lately, and again today, I noticed it because Stub had to make a comment about impeachment here in the US. I'm like, why does he look bloated? Something just doesn't look right with him. And so I just did this quick spread. I know that in the past, I just did a reading. Oh, that one was a submitted without comment. I will link that one, the first one, to the end of this short video so that you can see that, what it was about, because there's an ending from an opponent, is what I was getting in my reading, an ending of Vlad. I know other people then commented that Psychic Violetta, was it Psychic Violetta, or someone said he was being poisoned slowly. And so I just asked, why does Vlad look bloated? And look at this. Knight of Pentacles is just at the top here, which made me think someone's offering him a pill. Someone, or is it medication? I wouldn't think it's, knights are supposed to take action and help and rescue you. But, we don't know what the pill is. We don't know what the substance is. We don't know how it's being given to him. And someone he would think is part of his maybe inners that celebrate with him, a shared celebration, victory. Someone that maybe helped him with that. Maybe not so much anymore. A confident, but someone that's close to him. And whatever it is, it's accumulating in the body, creating some bloating. And at the bottom here, we have the Page of Swords, which is the spy card. This makes me think, I don't know off the top of my head. It's going to be a mutable air sign, so it's going to be Gemini influenced, which makes sense. So it's kind of like a spy card. It's going to accumulating in the body, affecting the central nervous system, perhaps. Respiration because of the air. But there's something there. And on the bottom of the deck, you want to think of the oligarchs that's falling apart. They're not happy there. I thought that was interesting. Let's see, Vlad. In this Taroscope, you chose, the moon right now is in Sagittarius. You have the King of Swords. You're focused on Trump, Russia, and Bill Barr. This is where the moon is. He is a Virgo. Where's Virgo? I think his sun is in Virgo. It's either Virgo, Libra. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Do you have a Page of Swords? Page of Pentacles. No, he does not. He doesn't even have that on his radar and hidden enemies. So something's up with that guy. Okay, thanks, guys. Hey, you guys. Apparently, there's breaking news about Pence and Zelensky, Poland. And he had a trip in Poland recently. I never posted this video that I did some readings about Camp David, like I'm asking Camp David what's going on there. And now looking at this in retrospect, because remember July 25th, Donald talked to Zelensky. I'm looking at this through the lens of Mike Pence being sent to Poland for the World War II celebration or memorial. And as I look at it, I see more of the Zelensky operation going on.
And I believe Speaker Pelosi knows about it. Because if you recall, this is September. In August, the whistleblower had filed a report on the 8th. So they know what's going on. So I'm going to try to, I will cut in here and there to tell you what I'm seeing as far as Pence and Poland goes with Zelensky and Ukraine. Because I remember doing this reading and Donald just seemed too excited, of course, because that's when we had Hurricane Dorian and he was battling with the National Weather Service over Alabama. And we just had the Midland, Odessa shooting. I was thinking this had a little bit to do with the shooting, but this has more of the plan with Zelensky, in my opinion. Enjoy.
Okay, I just got super excited about this. I wasn't going to do any cards, but of course I have all these decks all over the house. I can't help myself. So I just had to ask Camp David, how did things go this weekend? Like, not Camp David a person. There's oftentimes I ask inanimate objects or the observer what's going on. And Camp David is one of those. So my question to Camp David was, what happened? What happened? Was the most important thing discussed? What happened? And this is what I got, which just snapped me awake right away. The card of the reading was the Wheel of Fortune. You also know what is this one. The Wheel of Fortune represents Jupiter in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the sign represented by Temperance. Just talked about Temperance for a while there. Okay, so the card of the reading, the signifier, we have the Eight of Cups. Either walking away or change of course of action was discussed, or setting something up and letting someone else have it was discussed. So that's the signifier. What was covering this was the Three of Swords. Heartache. This is also my card of treason, but heartbreak. The challenge here was temperance. You know temperance like this. Remember, in the last video, what does temperance represent? Well, I don't know what time Donald left on Saturday. I'm not sure what time the shooting was on Saturday. But temperance has to do with integrating information. I am assuming because of the heartbreak, temperance is the thing they do to micro-target, in what I've been looking at this weekend, shooters. Because they get a sense of their online establishment of where they stand on certain issues. When you look at temperance, temperance has to do, the Sagittarius is a sign of religion and philosophy. And when you push those people far enough right, they become fanaticals. They become extremists. They become far right. And so in the sense of micro-targeting, you have temperance. That the goal of temperance then in that case is get them to act, which is the devil. So, at Camp David, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, covered by heartbreak, says Camp David. And the challenge is temperance, because at the base of this was a new op.
Okay, so from a Zelensky perspective, this is what I see. We had the card of the reading, which was the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of times when I've done readings with Donald and the 2016 election, before things got really bad for him, that's all about making your own luck, creating their own luck with a new op. We have the Eight of Cups as a signifier, which is about setting something up. Well, they're setting up Joe Biden. And they're setting up Zelensky. And they're covering both of them in heartache. The problem they have, though, with this temperance card is blending information. It's blending the facts and trying to blend their fantasy and their wishful thinking into an operation that's going to stick and make sense. But, they don't care. There's their op at the bottom of the reading. Okay, now don't forget, this original reading was looking at the shootings in Texas. So that's where it will pick up. But this is what I see relevant to Biden and Zelensky.
Ace of Wands. I assume this was the shooting. What's covering this? The Knight of Pentacles. This is the this is the good. Knight of Pentacles. Because remember in my video, which one is it? I don't know. It was a one with Nancy Pelosi. 201E. Speaker Pelosi. I asked her for the clarification on the 72, on the 7 cups. And after nearly throwing the entire deck, we finally understood what the 7 of cups meant and what she knows about what's going on with everything. And the last card that was drawn was the King of Pentacles. And the last words I spoke were when the Knight of Pentacles finishes. And that's when we're done. And the Knight of Pentacles is crowning. So I do need to ask Nancy, how's Mike? Have you talked to him? Okay, in the past, we have the King of Pentacles, Donald. And what's to come? Lordy, I pray he is retreating. He's in jail. I'll take either one, please. How do people see Trump? 5 of Cups, disappointed. Wah, wah. The environment, the 6 of Cups. This is the Republican Party. It's also children.
Okay, now back to Biden and Zelensky. We have the op at the bottom. What's crowning this reading? That would be the Knight of Pentacles. That is Mike Pence in Poland, and that is also Speaker Pelosi waiting to get information from Pence on his Poland trip. Because in the past, we have candidate Donald, and what's to come, 4 of Swords to retreat. I think that's about Zelensky retreating on the agreement or what he's demanding from Donald, and that he just gives in. How we see Donald, the 5 of Cups, that is causing a lot of disappointment and heartache for Biden and Zelensky. And what is the environment about? Well, we have the 6 of Cups. Yesterday, I finally got it with the nostalgia on that, with the Inspector General. 6 of Cups represents Donald's tax returns. And also, when I did the reading on the Inspector General and documents to be shared, I was feeling like there were doctored documents that were being manufactured to slander Biden or Zelensky. And there it is right there. I'm kind of surprised to see that. Okay, so continuing on with the original reading related to the shooting in Midland, Odessa, Texas.
Camp David says their hope is to have an announcement. The fear, Camp David, is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, if Camp David has a fear, then I could only think that would be the White House counsel or Bill Barr or someone else coming in to rescue Trump. And ideally, what Camp David would like is for the King of Wands. That is angry Putin. I don't know what they would like him to do, but I see treason. And what's to come? The 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups, heartbreak. I would like to believe that this has something to do with the end of Donald and not what Donald is planning for the end of all of us. But I was not asking Donald. I was asking Camp David as an observer. There were experts there, but as the bigger observer, this is what Camp David is showing me.
Okay, and continuing with the perspective that this was about Biden and Zelensky, we have the hope, which is the Two of Wands, is that Donald was really excited that he could dial in and let Putin know this is what was happening. His fear with the Knight of Wands, that's often my FBI card. But ideally, he wanted to tell Putin, hey, I did it. And then the Ace of Cups, who would be overjoyed in his supreme glory of accomplishing Putin's greatest goal ever. Anyway, continuing.
It's kind of cool. Okay, let's ask Nancy. I can use my brand new Fancy Nancy tarot deck. I have a video that I recorded like right when I got this deck because it's so beautiful, and that because I don't want to bombard you guys with videos, that one's just been sitting there hanging out.